Yep.
Okay, councillors and staff, welcome to tonight's meeting of the Assets and Infrastructure Committee of Georges River Council. I declare the meeting open at 7:01 p.m. I'd like to acknowledge the Bidjigal people of the Eora Nation, who are the traditional custodians of all lands, waters and sky in the Georges River area. I pay my respect to elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who live, work and meet on these lands. I have an apology from Councillor Almere and Councillor Liu. Can I please have a motion to accept apologies and grant a leave of absence? Okay, Councillor Smursley. Okay, and Councillor Klumjarski. All those in favour say aye. Aye. All those against say no. I declare it carried. I've also had a request to join via audio visual link. Councillor Stratokopoulos has requested to join the council. Can I have a mover for that, please?
Move that, Madam Chair.
Councillor Klumjarski. Seconder. Councillor Smursley. All those in favour say aye. Aye. All those against say no. I declare that carried. Staff and public are reminded that this meeting is being recorded on audio tape for minute-taking purposes and is also being webcast live on Council's website. This recording will be made available on Council's website. The order of business is as shown in the agenda, which has been made available. Staff and the public are reminded that this meeting is open. Doors to the meeting room are to be left open unless the meeting moves into a closed confidential session, according to section 14 of the Code of Meeting Practice. Council's Code of Meeting Practice prohibits the electronic recording of meetings without the express permission of Council, and mobile phones must be turned to silent during the meeting. Does any councillor have a interest to disclose? No? Okay, and there are no speakers registered for tonight's meeting. Okay, so we'll go to the first item on the agenda, confirmation of minutes of the previous meeting of the 13th of March 2023. Can I have a motion for that?
I'll second the motion, Madam Chair.
So Councillor Smursley, seconded by Councillor Ficarra. All those in favour say aye. All those against say no. I declare that carried. Now we'll go to the next item, which is the report of the Georges River Local Traffic Committee held on the 4th of April. Can I have a mover and
I'll
seconder?
move that, Madam Chair.
Councillor Kondarski and a seconder.
I'll second the motion, Madam Chair.
Councillor Ficarra, is there anything that anyone would like to discuss or questions? No? Okay, all those in favour say aye. All those against say no. I declare that carried. We now move to the last item on the agenda, which is the Charles Perry Reserve lighting. Can I have a mover for that item?
I'll move that, Madam Chair.
Okay, and a seconder, please. I'll second that. Councillor Mort. Would anyone like to ask some questions or any discussion?
Yeah, I just got a question for you, Madam Chair. Just wondering if the lights, the existing lights, will they be changed to LED?
Through you, Madam Chair, the project does have the full scope of new lighting plus a replacement of lighting, but how far we actually go with that replacement lighting will be determined by the limited budget that's been allocated to this project. So until we've done the final designs, we won't know how far we can go with that.
Okay. I have a question to you, Director. With the design, that will take into account the intrusiveness into the residents' backyards, like that will be incorporated with the design?
Through you, Madam Chair, yes, it will. So what we'll be looking at is we'll be looking at how we actually angle those lights to minimise disruption to the neighbouring properties, as well as maximising the lux levels on the field.
Okay, and once that design's been completed, it will go out to community.
Yes.
Yeah,
Consultation.
yeah,
Yes.
excellent, that's great. I want to know, are there any further questions?
Yeah, Madam Chair. Funding. Do we have any funding sources for those lights?
The funding source is identified. So the funding source was budgeted
In the
in the 22-23 budget. So there is a source of funding identified up to the I think it was 90,000.
Yeah.
Councillor Kondarski.
Mhm.
And then what I'm saying is anything that comes back after we do the detailed design beyond that, we then need to look at that in the context of the next budget period.
Because I may suggest that Cards Park Football Club could be interested in funding anything over that $90,000, and the referees, the St George Referees Association, to get the
And the St George
and the St George Warriors. If we'd like to identify those funding sources for anything over $90,000 to make those lights better for the for the Charles Peary.
Could I suggest to those representatives that maybe they could email the Director of Assets and Infrastructure and put that actual,
We've actually done a lighting plans previously that will do the whole job.
if you want to put that in an email, send it to the Director, that would be fantastic. So, and did you want to table those papers for the Director to look at tonight? Or?
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any further questions? Okay, all right. Okay, so all those in favour, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Okay, I declare it carried. There being no further business on the agenda, I declare this meeting closed at 7:07 PM. And thank you for everybody for coming, and thank you for the guests in the gallery. Yes.